Hello everyone and welcome on this new weekly Forex analysis from Xtreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. Before we start, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and kindly leave a comment and share the video. Also don't forget please to join our free channel of Telegram to receive all updates about these signals that you are getting here on YouTube. The channel name again guys is Xtreme Trader Signals, and you can also find the link in the description below of this video. So this is gonna be a really short version, my friends, because three of the signals which I have sent last Wednesday on the midweek analysis video are already activated right now. So as we can see, I actually have said last week that we can sell the EURUSD from 1.161, and indeed, if we look right now at the daily chart, check this out. We actually right now, right on a strong key level of a broken support trend line that recently has just now become a new resistance trend line. So our signal from the last week guys has just been activated, and so far is running almost in the break even. Therefore, I cannot really send any more updates about the EURUSD because the signal just simply remains the same, and hopefully it's going to be a good one, and hopefully the EURUSD will continue the fall. Let's now move to the pound USD. Now for the pound USD, it's really similar. As you can see right now, the weekly chart showed actually 2 weeks ago here a pin bar, but personally I didn't believe it, because right here we can actually see a strong broken level of a previous channel and a support trend line, as you can see right now, being retested to become a new resistance trend line. So the bearish momentum so far on the pound USD seems stronger, especially that we actually have right here a confirmed double top pattern after making a bearish breakout from the neckline right here on the support at 1.328. So this is actually a confirmed top pattern. So there is a high possibility for the pound USD to continue the fall. Again, my friends, this is the weekly chart. So by looking right now at the daily chart, as you can see, the daily candle has actually closed as inverted hammer on the resistance area right here. And inverted hammer is one of my favorite price actions, indicate the beginning of a bearish fall. Therefore, the pound USD signal most likely is going to remain the same, and hopefully it will continue the fall toward our TP at 1.300. Therefore, pound USD signal also remains the same from the last week. Let's now go to the AUD USD. AUD USD also, my friends, actually we have sent the signal last Wednesday in the midweek analysis to sell the pair right at 0.652. So it actually went in a drawdown and went very close to the stop loss, but however eventually right now reversed and came back very close to the entry. So right now it's almost at the break even. By looking right now at the weekly chart, let me just clean this one so you can see it. The weekly chart again shows a massive rejection happening right now at the resistance area right here at the bracket of 0.657. So there is a high chance that the AUD USD right now will actually begin the bearish fall toward our TP. And for those reasons, I would say that the AUD USD also remains the same from the last midweek analysis video. Now let's begin analyzing on the USD CAD. Alright, so now USD CAD actually has been activated and so far running in around 40 pips of profit. Wait a minute, Salah, don't lie to us again. How come you say it's activated but the line didn't touch your entry? Hold on guys, because actually I sent the signal to buy from 1.398, and by checking at the reversal point, look at that. You can see it on the right screen, it's exactly 1.398. So this line right here doesn't really represent the buying entry, it just represents the price. And as long as the USD CAD has actually entered 1.398, we can actually go ahead and place our buy order, of course, if the analysis matches our own analysis as well. That's why I write it with the 3 decimals only, because I don't want to be very specific. That's why we can actually say that USD CAD guys has actually been activated. So now what's going to happen next with this signal? From my point of view, USD CAD will actually continue the rise toward the resistance right here at 1.406. Therefore, we actually have to consider buying as soon as possible. So let me just now move to the 4-hour time frame. Now based on the 4-hour time frame, I would like to move our entry to be right here exactly at 1.400. But why? First of all, this was right here a real level of a support, as you can see right here, and actually it has been a respected level of a real support multiple times. Then we had here a fake breakout number 1, fake breakout number 2. Why do we call it a fake breakout? because we had here a bearish breakout candle, as you can see. So we actually hoped that the market might actually reverse upon the pressure of the resistance right here, and the broken level of a support to be retested, and then the USD CAD most likely will continue the fall. But no, that didn't happen. Not only for once, but even for twice. Even the next bearish candle, which actually somehow showed a strong bearish appearance, actually has failed also to create a resistance right on the same area as well. That's why, my friends, we call it a fake breakout. So also by looking at the previous level of a resistance trend line, as you can see like that, now we can notice that the market indeed has made here a channel and already has retested the broken level of a resistance trend line. Therefore, we actually have to wait for the market to fall a little bit more, and hopefully respecting the previous level of a real support, and from that area USD CAD most likely will continue the rise. But in this case, since actually the bulls are in the game, I would actually assume that the USD CAD will actually continue the rise even more than that. But how far to? In my opinion, as you can see, based on the 4-hour time frame, we have here of course a resistance trend line number 1, number 2, number 3, and as you can see, number 4 and 5. Let me show them to you. Number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, and 5. And then here a fake breakout. So again, USD CAD actually has a chance to continue the rise even more to reach the top of the resistance right here at 1.407. That's why I'm going to actually increase my TP to be exactly at, 408. So it's going to be at 408 and entry to be at 1.400. And by that, my friends, we can actually aim, actually it's going to be like a scalping signal, honestly, aim like around, I would say around 80 pips in our favor, and the stop loss is going to be around 44 pips only. That will be all, my friends, now for the USD CAD. Let's now move to the USD JPY. Alright, so USD JPY actually was going really well last week, and actually this was our trigger point, and the USD JPY actually was going in around 40 pips in favor before reverses back and reverse sharply at the stop loss and then continue the rise. What a bummer. So unfortunately we have lost the signal, but the sad news is actually we call this a safe zone. So meaning, I don't know if I can say this is a stop loss or not, to be honest, guys, because as long as the market ranging within the stop loss, within the safe zone, we are fine. That's why I'm telling my followers, always place your stop loss outside of the safe zone, not inside it. But to be fair with everyone, I will go to say that this signal has failed and hit the stop loss. However, now what can we expect now next with the USD JPY? Well, first of all, if I look right now at daily chart, at weekly chart still shows a strong bullish momentum. If you guys remember from the last week analysis on Saturday, this was actually the last candle, and we actually assumed that the market has already retested the broken level of a resistance right here at 153.255 and has already here created a new level of a support, and that's why we can see the next candle was bullish as well. So the answer we need to address first is, if the USDJPY will continue the rise, how far is going to continue the rise to? Again, in my opinion, it's going to be the highest level of a real resistance lies exactly at 156.694. That means USDJPY still has around 223 pips more to go. So most likely right now we have to consider buying this pair. Let's now move to daily chart. On daily chart, my friends, again we can see that the market has indeed respected the same level of a support trend line 4 times already. So meaning most likely it will continue the rise. Even the current price action actually suggests a continuation in the rise. Moving now to the 4-hour time frame. Now based on the 4-hour time frame, I would actually recommend to consider buying the USDJPY exactly right here. Why? Because as you can see, let me just make sure it's accurate. Right here, 154.313, my friends, was actually a very strong key level of a resistance in the past. However, the market, after making here a bullish breakout candle, it actually respected the same level as a real support, and then we had yesterday here the fake breakout happened. Not yesterday, sorry, I meant Friday. So that's why in my opinion the USDJPY most likely will continue the fall to respect the same level of a real support, and after that, if that happens, we will actually end up with inverted head and shoulder, which actually confirms that the USDJPY most likely will continue the rise. So that being said, let's consider buying the USDJPY exactly at 154.313, aiming around 215 pips in our favor, Meanwhile, the stop loss, I will just say it, the stop loss is going to be exactly at 153.590, which is going to be around 78 pips only. Let me know, please write the signal for you. That will be all, my friends, for the USD JPY. Let's now move to the Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the only signal that last week actually hit the TP, and as you can see, it was really an excellent signal that has reversed actually from our sell level at 104.548 and immediately hit the TP within just 2 days at 992.96. So now, what will gonna happen next with the Bitcoin? Sadly, in my opinion, it will continue to fall. Personally, it's hurting me because actually I have some investment in the crypto, but actually that's what's happening, guys. The Bitcoin most likely will continue to fall. So right now, based on the daily chart, as you can see, my friends, the Bitcoin is going to be facing a major level of a resistance right here. Why it's major? Because actually it has faced here a strong key level of a support that indeed has been broken out from. So again, a major level of a key resistance level right here. After the bullish breakout happened, they became indeed a support for one and two times only, and after that has instantly been broken out from. So right now, the Bitcoin actually seems to be tending to retest the broken level of a support and most likely will be respecting the previous level of a resistance as well. That being said, I would recommend to consider selling the Bitcoin exactly right here. To be precise more, let me just be precise, guys. Exactly, yes, fantastic. Why right here, Stella? Explain, please. Sure, you're welcome. It's exactly right here because here we had, of course, all the wicks in the resistance are actually included in the line. So this red line right here is touching every single wick in the pattern of the resistance. Also is touching this key level of a resistance as well, which was also a previous level of a key support, and that was actually a very strong level because the market actually made a strong jump after reaching that area. So there was a massive rejection after reaching this level. That being said, selling at 98133 in my opinion is going to be the smartest move. Or actually a good move. I cannot say smartest. Sorry, forgive me about that. I would say the best move. Also considering that here also we had a channel support trend line number 1, number 2, number 3 and 4. As you can see also gonna be retested. That's interesting. So similar to the pound USD setup. Right here we have a support trend line number 1, number 2, 3 and 4. After the bearish breakout happened, most likely it's gonna become a new resistance trend line and continue the fall. So if the Bitcoin is going to fall from this point, I believe it will continue to drop until it reaches the strong key level of a support, actually right here, precisely at 89.077, which was the previous level of a support and a resistance as well. And of course, in this case, our stop loss is going to be somehow above the previous level of a resistance right here, because we are mainly relying on this level of a resistance and the previous level of a key support as well. Therefore, our stop loss is going to be at 101.396. Let me know, please, my friends, write the signal for you. And that will be all, my friends, for this Forex weekly analysis, and I hope it's going to be profitable, and hopefully it's going to be also beneficial to everyone here on this channel. In the end, please don't forget, my friends, to join again our free Xtreme Trader channel on Telegram to receive all updates about these signals that you are getting here on YouTube. Again, the channel is Xtreme Trader Signals, and you can just simply find the link in the description below of this video. So until then, my friends, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.